Hey y'all, welcome back. Nobody asked for this, but you're getting it. I'm telling you guys some of my favorite books, and at the end I'm going to be telling y'all what I'm reading, and I'm really excited because some of these books are really good. I'm definitely gonna, once I finish the book that I'm reading right now, I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of reading this summer, rereading mostly, but I have this long list of books that I really want to read. Yeah, I'm really excited. So I'm going to start off with some of the books that are single, and then I'll get into series, and then I'll tell you my favorite book of all time. This is, I remember I got this for Christmas, I think. Yes, I got this for Christmas when I was in like 5th or 6th grade, and it is so good. This is Watership Down by Richard Adams. Surprisingly, it's about rabbits, and these rabbits just go on like all sorts of adventures. There's a whole like little language that they made up, and there's like a little glossary that you can refer to in the back of the book. It's really good, and if you aren't really into reading that much, you'll really like Watership Down. Really got me into it. So this next book is more classic than the other one. This is my second favorite book of all times. It's Gulliver's Travels. Huge classic. I remember I read it while I was at camp. I read it in the car. It looks really short, but there's so many amazing stories, and I just wish I could travel with Gulliver and go on so many different adventures with him. I really like this book. Really very classic. This is Animal Farm. By George Orwell. I really like this book. If you haven't read this book, you should 100% read it. It's kind of a commentary on communism. I'm not gonna get into that very much. If you guys want to see me like talk in depth about books and stuff, let me know. I really love reading. It's something I really like, and I can even read books to you guys and stuff if you're interested in that. I can also give summaries of books and stuff. Just let me know if you're interested. I really want to do more with books and stuff because it's just something I really love. Anyway, so it's about farm animals who take over their farm and stuff like that. This one is more of a realistic fiction. It's about this girl who makes a list to help her do experiences so that she has more depth in her artwork. While she's doing that, she falls in love. And if you aren't really into reading, this book is really good. It'll get you into reading. It's realistic fiction. It's not like it didn't actually happen, but it seems like it could happen. And I just love these kind of books for in between like big old classics like Stephen King. This is the Librarian of Auschwitz. This is historical fiction, another really great genre that didn't necessarily happen, but it happened during a time during a time period that did happen. So this one was during the Holocaust, which is a horrible event that happened. Okay, Cinder, can you please move? Anyway, and it's about this girl who lives in Auschwitz, and in Auschwitz they didn't necessarily allow people to have books and read books. So they kind of were running a little school. They were allowed to do that, and they had books that they let the kids in the school read. And this girl was in charge of making sure the books were hidden, making sure they were safe so that no one would get punished. Really good book. Massive twist at the end, but nonetheless, kind of a happy ending, if there could be a happy ending in these ones. But it took me a little while to get through this one because it's so long. It is one of the bigger books, but really good. I loved it a lot. All right, next. This one is a big one. It took me a couple months to get through. This is It. A lot of you probably will have seen the movie. I didn't like the movies as much because I'd read the book, but definitely really good. This is over 1,000 pages. This Let's see. This book made me cry so much at the end, but it also kept me up at night. It was really scary. It is 110% so much better than the movies. The movies did not do this book justice. And so if you aren't familiar, it's about these group of kids who are being haunted by, and they hunt down and attack, I'm not gonna spoil it. They hunt down and they bring down a force that's been haunting Derry, Maine for hundreds of years. It's really good. Everyone should read this in their lifetime. Everyone should read this in their lifetime at least once. So good. I loved it so much. I loved it so much. So much. Hey y'all, this is Editing Anya. Fun fact, my English teacher actually got me to read this. So shout out to my English teacher. 8th period is the best. If you know, you know. Anyway, last single book that we're doing, this is Lord of the Flies. This is like my 3rd favorite book, and even if it's not like, it's definitely in the top 5. This book is about a group of schoolboys who get trapped on an island from a plane crash, and they go absolutely insane. This is one of the shorter books. It's only 200. It's only 200 pages, but it's really good. It's a good like little commentary on mankind. So if you like action, if you like violence, this is surprisingly the book for you. And it also gives you something to think about, something to chew on. Really good for analysis and stuff. I really enjoyed talking about this with my dad when I read it. So yeah, I also got this for Christmas. A lot of these books I got for Christmas. It's so weird. I really like reading. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna start off with one you guys have probably heard before, and this is Divergent. If you haven't read this series, it is so good. I loved it. This is actually the book that got me into dystopian novels and like books and dystopian books and stuff. It has romance, it has action, they're trying to overthrow the government and stuff. It's so awesome. I love it. Veronica Roth is an amazing author. And it's also a book that you can read if you don't even like reading that much. It's only 400 pages, not that long. Yeah, let's go on next. I think this one was popular, but I haven't heard a lot about it. It's called Uglies. This series is so good. It's another dystopian where people will get plastic surgery to look perfect, and it's almost required in a way. They get plastic surgery to be perfect for like their entire body, and they can even go on and get body mods where they like their skin color changes and stuff. And this girl, she becomes friends with some people who are like, we don't really want to get plastic surgery, and she finds this group of people, and they like live away from the society, and they don't get body mods and stuff, and people are and she realizes, oh, I don't want to be perfect, It's so good, and I think the author did really well with it and all the ins and outs. Next is Aragon. This one is fairly popular. They made a movie about it, I think, or at least, yeah, they made a movie, and it's about dragons. I love dragons. I love, like, as you can see in my room, like, dinosaurs and dragons. So this book is super awesome. He finds a dragon egg, and he bonds with the dragon, and everyone was like, oh my gosh, dragons died so long ago, but, like, he has a dragon, he's like a dragon rider. Oh my god, it's so good. I could not put this book down. It's a page turner, and I was in like 6th grade. I don't even know. It's not that long. If you want something good to read, and maybe you aren't the biggest reader, read this book. It's so good. I couldn't put it down. It is a little bit violent, but it's only bits and pieces. The parent recommendation site makes it more dramatic than it actually is, and it's just really good. I really like it. I don't remember if there's any romance or anything. If you guys can't tell, I'm a sucker for romance. I love romance. I love it so much. Oh my gosh. I don't know if anyone even wants to hear me ramble on about books, but I love books so much. Okay, this is City of Ashes. It's part of the Mortal Instruments series. It's about this girl who finds out that she's part of this race that's kind of half angel, and she has to like hunt demons and stuff. Really, really good. There's also a lot of romance in this book, and like the conflict is pretty interesting. There's like a good twist in here. It's really good. I really like this. I'm not done with this series actually, so I need to finish that once I'm done with the book. This is the second to last book. I'm super this is Delirium, and if it wasn't clear that I am a sucker for a romance, it should be clear now. I love romance books, and this is basically a book about romance, surprisingly. It's where love is a disease, and it's like an alternate universe, and love is a disease, and this girl's like, I can't wait to get rid of the disease that I have, being capable of love. And she does fall in love and realizes, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. And I need to reread this because as I'm like way older now than I was in 6th grade, and I think I'd have a much better appreciation of what love actually means. Da 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 da. So this last book is a classic. It is a classic book. If you love classics as much as I do, you will love this book. If you want to read something old-timey, or if you just want to read something short, read this book. Oh my gosh, it's so good. This is Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. I love it so much. I love this book so much. I'm like telling you guys, this is such a good book. Oh, such a good book. I am a sucker for classics, and I love classics so much. Like, I could go on and on about classics. You guys want to hear me ramble more about books? Please let me know. I love talking about books, and I could go on and on for days. This is like probably gonna be my longest video yet because I love books so much. Anyway, this is Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. This is the original story of Frankenstein's monster, because the name of the monster isn't Frankenstein. Spoiler alert. This is also a really short book. It's like only 100 pages. Yeah, it's only like 100 pages. I could probably get through this in a day. It's so, so good. I love it. I love it so much. And, yeah, it's really scary, really creepy. This was the book that got me into horror, kind of. Favorite book of all time. I love Frankenstein. It does have more of an old-timey, like, little context thing. Like, it talks more of an old-timey English, but once you get used to it, it's not that hard to get around. So, the book I'm currently reading I really like. It's The Stand by Stephen King. It doesn't have its book cover on right now. This is a really good book. It's super, super long. I can't believe I'm reading this. Over 1,000 pages. Super, super long, but it's also really good. Super creepy, super scary. I love horror. Like, here's my holy trinity. Classics, horror, and romance. So this book seems to have all of that, depending on how old you are. Like, literally, people have told me, oh, Stephen King isn't a classic novelist, but I'm like 2 years old, so he kind of is to me. Anyway, more people should read Stephen King. Really, really like this book. If you guys want me to do like a review of this book and like tell you about it, or like summarize it for you, or like just any kind of books in general, I will. Let me know. I love books so much. Ah! Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If anyone even made it to this point, thanks for watching. I doubt anyone watched past that, but this is what I love. I love books. I love you guys, my loyal 20 subscribers. We actually just hit like 26 subscribers. So thank you guys so much. I love you all. Mwah. I hope y'all are staying safe in quarantine. It's going to end. I promise. Love you all. Mwah, mwah.